Hey fellow YouTubers, this is Colleen with another video. I just finished a fabulous mermaid album that thus far is probably one of my most favorite projects that I've worked on, and wanted to share it with you. It's a gift, so I put a lot of heart in it, and I just want to flip through the pages to show you how it came out and what I used and so on and so forth. And the little crate that you see is just from a nursery. And I just put one of the images on the outside to hold it in, and it fit perfectly inside there. Excuse me. So here is the cover, and I used a combination of embellishments from Jolie's and Sticko and K&Co. And then the buttons up here, I got out of a lot on eBay. There's tons of really neat buttons you can find on eBay. And then all the charms that you'll see in the album are from a bracelet I bought at TJ Maxx. I don't know if they have that bracelet anymore. I bought it about a year ago, but I disassembled the bracelet and put the charms throughout the album. So these elegant mermaid images I had to get from another source because there's not really a market for mermaids in the scrapbooking world unless it's juvenile or cartoon-looking mermaids. So these were from a calendar, and I just cut them out and used distress stickles and crackle paint and whatnot to give it kind of a lifelike effect. My camera's not really picking it up in a way that you can see. I apologize. So I'll open the album and take you through it. This is the first page. This is a white paper bag mini that is sewn on the seam. Here's a tag. There's that page. This just has embellishments, and I did a little embossing here. And then here's a really pretty acetate frame with an octopus and stamping, layered paper flower, some tinsel, glitter in there. And then here's a tag. She's a stamp colored in with Copics, and some flat back pearls there on the tag. And then there's this, whoa, sorry about that glare, that's awful. And there's her. She's a stamped image as well. And this little guy I got at a craft store, they did have that charm. There's that page. This just shows that you can put a photo in there, slide it in and out. These are some Prima flowers. This is all ribbon from, I believe, Michael's. And then this, yeah, actually this is from Michael's also. And then all the little doodads are sewn on here. And this I used glue dots, and excuse me, on another one I had to reinforce it with glossy accents. And then this page, there's that little tag. The paper stack I used is called Beach Cottage from Creative Imaginations, and it came with an ephemera pack, and that's what that is from. Here's this page. This is the signature page of that paper stack. I just think that mermaid is so gorgeous. And then there's just some embellishments. There's this tag, my collage tag, and that button is from eBay. Focus. Life is better at the beach. There's a little seahorse. Putting my tags over here. And then there's this tag, Save the Mermaids. And a little fish. This is the one I had to reinforce with glossy accents because the angle that it was laid onto the page, so it wouldn't come off. It's on there good now, which is good. I don't want anything to fall off. I'm going to take a drink of my coffee. My throat has not cleared. It's early in the morning right now. Sorry, guys. So, this is my favorite page. I just like the colors. It's real pastel and light and bright. And then this image, I used distress stickles and some glitter glue from Michael's. And I've learned to work with distress stickles from Tim Holtz by using a very thin paintbrush. These two paintbrushes here are the ones I have the most luck with. And I can just get in there really good and do precision application. So if you have a hard time working with distress stickles and they're frustrating, get out a really pointy, thin paintbrush and tell me how you like working with that. This is American Crafts glitter. And then there's that little tag there. That's part of the ephemera pack. I'm staying on this page so long because I like it. Okay, then we're getting towards the end. Here's this page, Ocean Tide. This paper's not from Beach Cottage. It was a single sheet I found at a craft store. I don't remember what collection it's from. It may even be K&Co, if I'm not mistaken. And then this is an image from the calendar that I used those micro beads that are so hard to work with. So what I did is I put glossy accents down on the parts that I wanted the microbeads to adhere to. And then once it was dry, I ran my finger over the spots where they were glued on, like her tail and her hair, and just rubbed off any of the excess microbeads because they just are so stubborn and staticky and really difficult to get them to stick really well. So, oops, I'm going the wrong way. And then there's that page. This is a stamped image of a ship down here on the bottom right. And then there's just a really neat button again from eBay. And I used the Tim Holtz Distress ink in the Dauber bottles to give it that blue wash, and then I used distress stickles and glossy accents to give it glitter and shine. And then this anchor is from the Beach Cottage Creative Imaginations ephemera pack. And this is Tim Holtz distress glassine paper. I just tore the edges, put it down as my background on the paper. The paper has like just some washed out writing on it. That is from the Beach Cottage collection. This was a last minute addition to the album, which I'm really glad that I did. They're photo mats, so I just took some paper and then I just embellished that little guy. That's Tim Holtz. Those little, just put some baker's twine and a little brad on that. And then I used this starfish is a brad. So you could just skew these. But on the back, I just stamped journaling spots on the front of these pages, which is just leftover paper from one of the cardstock type sheets that I bought. You can just add your photos on the front and then journal on the back. And the ink that I used on this album, throughout the whole album, was pumice stone. I thought I had all these distressed inks thinking I was going to use, this Victorian velvet and the tumble glass and the weathered wood, and I only ended up using pumice stone. And I think I'm pretty much sold on the fact that ties an album together when you stick with one distress color. That's just my feeling anyway. I was happy with the result. So I distressed these edges and then used pumice stone on that. So, very last page is the same paper from that. It's this page right here. And that is it, my friends. There is the Mermaid album. And there's this ribbon, some twine, And as you can see, I did the buttons. I just ran the twine through the buttons to hold them in place on the front, and then I just tied the twine at the top. And then I put little blue beads here to finish it off. And there you go. Thanks for watching.